Hey Super Awesome Stampers, this is Super Awesome Stamper Shirley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I would like to share with you this card I created based off inspiration from Becky Roberts, Inking in Idaho. My sister saw her pin on Pinterest for this card, and Trisha wanted to know how it was assembled, so I was happy to oblige her and figure out how it was assembled. I think mine closes a little differently than Becky's did, but I have ribbon wrapped around it. And inside, Becky had a photo cut out instead of a gift card holder. So just visualize, Trisha wanted to make some special Christmas photos, keepsakes, so that's what she's going to do with these this year. So let me show you how I created this card. I'm going to set it aside because we first need to pull in the big shot and process a few things through. I'm using the top note die, and I'm using the Trim the Tree Designer Series paper stack. I cut it in half, and what I did was lined up the edge of each point of the 3 points, and then left one side, the flat side, within the bounds of the top note die, because I want one side to be flat. And then made the sandwich, which is a clear cutting pad on top, the Bigz dies next, and a clear cutting pad on top, one on the bottom and one on the top. And then out comes this. Now, this is not a fully formed top note, but that's okay. You'll see why in a minute. The next thing is I need to run top note through again, only this time with cardstock that's been scored. So 8.5 by 11 sheet cut in half. So 8.5 here, 5.5 here, and score at the 4 1/4. Fold it shut. This time I'm going to put the score line just inside the bounds of the top note so that the score is not cut off, and then I'm going to make sure I'm covering the rest of those 3 points. I'm going to move it to one side because the paper is kind of hanging off the top note die. I'm going to make a sandwich again. I'm going to attempt to not move that paper while I'm doing it, the video here. And then crank it through the big shot. And I see I'm already at the 3-minute mark, so we're going to quickly try to assemble the rest of it. Okay, so when I put it through, this is what I get. So bring the sample in again. This is what Trisha was wondering about. How did she get that top note to be created? Alright, so now I've cut out this pattern piece, and if I put it over my top note, it covers up the cherry cobbler trim. So what you'll need to do is cut along the dashed lines all the way around, and you're not going to watch me do the whole thing, but you'll get the general idea once I get to the corner. So you cut off that right there, and I already have one done, so we're going to change it up and do the card on the video in a different pattern. Alright, so once you cut off that dash line outline part, you will be able to line up perfectly around that top note. Okay, the next thing that I did was, oh, here we go. I also did a white panel, cut off that edge, so you can see like that. And then how I got this fun thing is I just ripped this. This is the extra that I just cut off. This will go over that, and how I fixed that would be a glue dot on the bottom, because you don't want your gift card falling through. Lined up that curve with the stamp saying, and then just to make it easy, we're going to cut that off. And then I'm going to cut around this one too. Alright. And we're going to use some snail on the back side of that. Line up that flat edge in the inside and make sure you can shut that. And there we have a fun gift card holder, or you can cut out a photo and put that in the inside. Okay, got some pieces of this already assembled. So the next step would be to attach our ribbon. So this is 9 inches of our sheer cherry cobbler ribbon. And I'm going to put some fast fuse on the back of that. And then some more fast fuse. And then what I'm going to do is line up the edges of that ribbon, the part that's beveled, right there. And then bring that top note back a little bit. Actually, I think I want the top note centered there. So I may have to cut off a little bit of that ribbon. Okay, some more fast fuse to hold that ribbon in place. I got a mingle all the way already ready with some dimensionals on the back, each side, top and bottom, so that they'll go over that ribbon. 9 inches of linen thread. Oops. Okay, we're not going to retie it, but I just tied a bow there. And that's it. I've got a couple of tips yet for this, how to use up your full sheet of Designer Series paper. So this is from the Trim the Tree Designer Stack. And I don't like scraps. So what I suggest you do is pull off one sheet. Okay, so you get all these patterns. Remove one sheet, cut it to the 5 1/4 and 4 1/8. And that is what goes over the front of the card. This little strip just cut off will go on the inside to bring some of the outside in. And then this strip that was cut off the top, I cut it in half and backed it on the mingle all the way. And there you have it, some tips to create this card. You can make it into a gift card or cut a photo and put that in the inside for a keepsake photo package. Thanks for watching. This is Shirley Merker at sjsinks.stampinup.net. Bye.